Hello, welcome to Musher's Tales. So something a bit different. I'm just going to show you some ways I skin a bear. Might be different from other people. I'll do it all as long as the battery lasts. So certain things I do that I've learned that have paid off. So that's what this video is about. So first thing is, when you got to do any skinning, is put a good tune on or good album on. In this case here, it's Lucinda Williams. And a bit of a tune, and we're gonna make our first cut. Male bear. Often when you trap things, you follow the back of the leg all the way up to the anus. With the bear, I go down the middle of the leg about 6 to the bottom of the testicles. Obviously a male bear. Reason being, if they're gonna make a carpet or a blanket out of this bear, makes for a square hide. Knife isn't cutting. First cut, I'm going to free up one foot so that I can put him in the air. I'm going to remove the entire pad. The whole pad will stay there. I'm just going to keep the toes. You could do it in case I want to do a full mount or anything, but they're going to go. So a handy tool is what they call a bird's beak knife, for getting inside the toes and for doing the lips and around the ears. Got that off a fellow YouTuber called Cliff Gray. He's got a good channel. He's a farmer outfitter. Anyways, the guy knows his way around the bush. Doesn't have the same bush as I do at all. He's in the mountains, but got good tips. So got that idea. The thing to do is clean them off a bit. Do the front feet now before the other hind foot, and basically front foot, I go from the center of the pad up to the elbow, but at the elbow I'm going to go down into the armpit, both sides. And again, the idea is to gives you a square pelt, and also for reparations from the taxidermist, because like it or not, I mean, no hair on the belly, right? And especially it's breeding season and everything. So sometimes they get pretty worn. It's also, you don't have a big blank spot if there's no fur. The taxidermist can repair it, or he can dye it, or he can cut it off, whatever he wants to do with it. Also, decision has to be made. Different ways of skinning a bear. You can skin him like anything else. You can skin him cased. Small bear you can skin case, because then they can mount the whole bear. You can do that with any bear, but then you have to have something to hang them up with. You need a board to put them on. Obviously, you know, not a good idea. You can do them 3/4, so you just have the top, you know, and then you do the top here you do cased, and the bottom you do open. You can do that. Excuse me, I have a hair in my mouth. This guy here, I'm going to open him up. I'm going to open him up from the chin all the way to the end and skin him out that way, because I'm also trying to protect the meat. So decision time again. Excuse me, I have to decide if I'm going to keep the pads or not. Now often if they're going to mount a bear, They have the front feet in the air. Hind feet are on the ground, obviously. So it's sometimes good to save those pads. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. So instead of skinning out the feet right now, I'm just going to take a hacksaw, cut off the feet, and do the rest of the bear, and freeze it like that. And then when I'm going to flesh it, I can make a decision. When you cut off with a hacksaw, best is to put a stick underneath and you saw through the top. That way you're not going to hook your fur. Had a bit of excitement. Cord broke, bear fell. So luckily he didn't fall on the meat side. So I took the bird's beak knife and I did around the lips by the inside and the nose too. That's something I'm trying for the first time. Nobody told me to do it, but I'm going to see how it works. Because often when you do that part, there's a lot of blood coming out and everything, and you're making quick cuts because everything's getting messy. So I'm figuring that might save a bit of time. I have one paw left to cut after I put him back in the air, and then it's going to be done pretty soon. So ears and eyes, everything else is standard. Okay, the purpose of this video is to show you what I do. That's a little different. Everything else from here is going to be standard for everything else. And if you catch a bear and you skin him yourself and you're going to send him to auction, maybe some of these things will be useful for you. So something else. This is a tailbone right here, okay? And look how much skin I have above the tailbone. A full, I have more than 6 inches in this case there. Okay, back up a bit. More than 6 inches. I'm touching the tip of the tail. So when I cut along the inside, right, I cut along the inside and then I go right across. We talked about, I showed you in the other pictures. And then I cut up, and this is the tailbone. So in other words, I don't split the tailbone. I leave lots of room. And the idea again is for a taxidermist to be able to sew it up in case he's going to do a full body mount. And again, by splitting about 6 inches down from the anus, when they make a rug, it's a flatter rug. It's more square. It's always a flat rug, obviously. It's a rug. Sorry about that. But the rug is more square as opposed to being long and skinny. Something else I'm trying is, your hands get tired holding on and pulling and it's slippery and everything. So I'm trying these lunker lock. Basically it's for holding up a big fish. So instead of gripping all the time, I clamp this on and I hold it with that. Don't know if I'll do it all the time, but anyway, it's something I'm trying. Thanks for watching. Till the next time.